You're listening to the Dude What podcast, where we review bad media and have a laugh while enjoying beer with your host, Harry and Tomo. Enjoy the show.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Dude What Podcast. My name's Harry Dowlin, and as always, I'm joined with my co-host and my best friend. He's the big bad T-lad himself. It's Mr. Tomo Tomlinson. How the hell you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I'm really well, thanks, bro.
Good.
Yeah. Been up to much, mate?
Not really. I'll be completely honest. It's the same as always, but I have recently just made some purchases.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah.
It's gonna help a lot of things.
Nice.
What about you?
Mate, I swear, like, every week you can basically just copy and paste our answers, because it's always, like, just working.
Yeah, nothing changes.
Yeah. Just working. And,
Nice. Well, not nice.
Yeah, like, you know, hanging out, enjoying the good weather when it's coming. At the moment, it's been, like, raining 1 second, then amazingly hot sunshine the next, and then raining, and then hailing, and then it's all over the place at the moment here in the UK.
Yeah.
At the time of recording. But it's great. You know, I love it. I love it when it's really hot and then it rains.
Yeah,
you know,
it's very refreshing. It's cooling.
And you get that, like, hot rain smell.
Yeah.
You know, I like that.
Yeah.
It's always like it's almost like when you step off a plane in a different country.
I've never been to a different country, and I've never been on a plane.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah, I've never.
I forgot that.
I don't even have a passport.
Mate.
I don't even have an ID right now.
Oh my god, bro. I forgot that, man. That's so weird. So
Yeah.
when you were younger and you, like, went on, like, family holidays and that, where'd you go? Just places in the UK?
We stayed in the UK, stuff like Wales, Liverpool, different places.
That's cool. Because you...
Most of Liverpool City family, because to be honest, I
Yeah.
won't really go on holiday there.
Yeah, because you guys do, like, travel within the UK, like, quite a bit.
Yeah.
When you can. Obviously not
me, really, because I'm usually working all the time, every
Yeah,
time they
yeah.
go, but my parents usually do.
Yeah. Oh, mate, well, like, there's an experience that's nothing really else quite like it, where you get on your plane, you fly to wherever you're going, you know, most of the time it's like a warm place. It does have the same effect with a cold place, but
Yeah.
with a warm place. And it's as you're standing on the plane and you're queuing to get off, they open the
And
doors,
the heat.
and it's like as you get to your time to go down the door, you just feel that, like, heat, and then as you're walking down the steps, you're like, whoa, and your body, like, you feel your body, like, quickly, like, acclimatise, you know. It's just, there's no feeling like it. It's great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never experienced it.
I can't even remember, like, what the hell we were talking about to lead into that, but talking about leading into stuff, we didn't do it last week. It's time for what are we drinking?
What are we drinking?
Yeah, like, I was gutted that we missed it last week.
Yeah.
I really was. Because I look forward to it, man.
I mean, I'm like a so-so, but...
You know, anyway, this week's mystery beer. I think you're going to like it, man.
Okay.
I've done something a little bit different. I think I've tried to sort of reach out to you a little bit more with this one. You know, I've sort of gone further away from, like, the more, like, stronger ales, and taken a step more towards the light, more, like, you know, commercial.
Okay, I'm intrigued to what it is then.
Okay, let me just get it down.
Get it down.
Pick it up.
Let me just drink all of the bottle. There you go, empty bottle right there.
Here it is. The mystery beer this week is Cobra.
Oh.
Cobra Lager.
I've had that before.
Yeah.
It's quite nice.
It's one of those lagers where I mean, to be fair, it is most of the time served in, like, Indian restaurants.
Yeah.
But off the tap, it's delicious. Out the bottle, like, we've got one of those big bottles here. I mean, this is 620ml. This is one of the big boys. I really like it. I think it's a nice, refreshing lager. And it doesn't get talked about enough. Even though it's, like, fairly popular.
Yeah.
But let's crack it open.
Yeah, it's quite well known.
Sorry about the jingle. The bottle opener is on my keys. There you go, man.
Let's try a sip then.
Go for it.
Hmm.
Yeah?
Quite nice. Yeah, I actually like that. It's a much better
It's nice,
difference
isn't it?
from the fucking ales. Not gonna lie.
Well, I mean,
It's a nicer difference because the ale, I just find, I personally, not a fan of a lot of ales really.
yeah, but I'm trying to find one that you do like.
Yeah.
And I think
but
we
it
will
has-
get there.
Yeah, but it hasn't so
But-
far.
No, this is this is really nice.
Yeah.
I could chug that.
Yeah.
Like I could.
So I mean,
chug that.
I could do that. I could chug that as well, but I couldn't chug the ale before.
No, ale's not
Like,
really for chugging
yeah.
though.
No, but I mean, like, it's just a taste. It's like,
Yeah.
it's sort of taste where if I keep drinking it, I'm just gonna keep reminded of that taste. It's gonna make me
Yeah.
feel sick.
I mean, that's why like a lot of the time, like with the, do you remember the Stormtrooper one?
Yeah.
A lot of the time they come in the little cans because you're not really supposed to chug it, otherwise that'd be gone in 10 seconds. You know, but that's for chugging. Look at the size of that.
Yeah, it's a bad boy. Bad boy bottle.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. So, just bear with me a second while I neck a bit more of it. Yeah, I like that. It's good. I like it way more than like your Budweisers and all sorts of other ones like
Oh
that.
yeah. That tastes much better. I really don't like the taste of Budweiser. I call that like kind of like piss water.
Yeah, Pisswasser.
Yeah,
That's-
literally is piss water.
Yeah, I mean, this one's fairly cold. It's been in the freezer, but not for that long.
Yeah.
It's delicious when it's ice cold.
Yeah, I think a lot of
Delicious.
drinks are amazing when they're ice cold.
Lagers especially in hot
Yeah,
weather and
yeah.
that. Really good.
It's like how I used to drink a lot of like ciders, but when you have I have a lot of ciders, it tends to after like even the first few sips can give me a headache.
Yeah, man.
It can
So-
like ruin my day.
Talking about ciders, I hate cider.
Yeah.
Like, I hate it.
Yeah.
All those ciders you were drinking around my house? The
Yeah,
Magners.
The strong was it the Magnus like dark
Dark
one?
fruit Magners, yeah.
That was still a struggle because like I swear when you checked them there was like
Well, mate, I drank through the entire box of those.
Oh, did you?
Drank all of them
yeah.
because I didn't like them at all. I
I
don't
swear
like
every
them.
time I was drinking them I drank like I had like a bunch of sips.
What I
and
was
then left
doing,
it. I didn't
what I
drink
was
the rest of
doing was, they were in that freezer that doesn't quite
Yeah.
work that we've got, that super chills something but doesn't freeze it.
it. Yeah.
They were that cold. You could crack it, chug most of it. Excuse me. You could chug most of it, and not really get the flavour.
Yeah.
So
'cause
you-
it was
you-
so cold.
Yeah, and like, I quite enjoyed it. Like, I mean, I'm not a cider man, but like, it was all right. I drank all of them,
Yeah.
and there was at least. I mean, we're talking over like
It's
a
like
week.
have you ever tried them on the tap?
No, man, because I wouldn't pay for that.
No, but I'm just saying that like sort of like you might be getting closer to that sort
Yeah,
of taste
maybe.
or whatever. It's ice cold. It's
I mean, I was saying I drank them over like a week to 2 weeks, and there was about 12 cans. I didn't neck them all in one day.
yeah.
But like, come home from work, sunshine, let the dog out, neck a Magnus Dark Fruit as fast as I can to avoid the taste. Don't know what the neighbours are thinking. Crush the can on my forehead,
Yeah, the typical.
spit out a blast of beer into the air.
Neighbour looks out the window, ask what you're doing, you just launch the
You launch the
beer
can.
can at her head.
None of your business, mate.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah, so would you buy it? What do you rate it? Would you buy it?
I'd actually buy that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's not actually that bad.
It's good, isn't it?
I've been tempted a few times going like into shops, into like this corner shop, and just being like, might buy a beer. I might
Well-
buy like a bottle of whiskey or something. I don't know. There's been like times where I've just
Yeah.
been like, I might buy it, but then I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Well, buy yourself a Cobra next time, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good stuff.
it's alright. So yeah, there was I'm getting a lot of I'm getting a few things.
Yeah, you were talking about equipment
Yeah.
earlier. So elaborate, bro.
Yeah, I'm getting a couple of. Well, I'm going to get one boom arm. I've got one boom arm on the way. Unfortunately, didn't realise that it was coming from America. From like Kenosha, Washington. Oh, Kenosha,
No,
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
So
it was meant to be here today, but then it was like, no, it's dispatching today.
yeah,
It's going to be here like in a week.
we were hoping. So basically, the backstory to this is, for those who don't know, well, I'm pretty sure everyone knows. Like, our setup at the moment is fairly simple,
Very simple.
very simple. Without going into it, it's really simple, and all our guests know that, who's come on, and know that how simple it is.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, we are trying to do more, so we're trying to expand our stuff. So Mr. T-Lad has been making some purchases to try and improve it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully soon we'll have a lot
Better quality,
Yeah.
better equipment.
better setup. You know. Yeah.
Eventually, we're going to try and go with the whole 2 mics, 2 boom arms, so we both have our own. And then headphones and everything with it.
Yeah,
that
like
type of thing.
A proper setup and a proper space.
Yeah.
Hopefully. So.
If anything happens, you can eventually like look at renting the space.
Yeah.
Or anything.
Yeah. Well, actually, that leads me on to what I was going to say next. Is that at the time of recording this, one of the things I've been really busy with at the moment is I'm actually buying a house. Like I'm buying and moving into a house in the next few weeks.
Hell yeah!
So we've been clearing out all of our stuff for a few weeks now.
Him and his girlfriend, not me.
Yeah, not me and Domo. I mean, he could have offered to help, bro.
I'm busy.
No, so we've just been like getting ready to get everything out. But the new place has like a really nice conservatory sort of sunroom thing in there.
Yeah,
it's quite a big, nice space. And I was thinking, maybe when you come around, we could set up in there.
It would be good, but we need to have like a sort of a place where we can set up like soundproofing and have more like
definitely
audio that's like restricted.
Definitely.
Not.
Yeah.
So in case
well, I'm also planning on getting a really big shed. So maybe something like that.
I'll get a load of soundproofing on the walls and stuff all everywhere, so we can like.
Looking forward to that. Definitely,
Hell
mate.
Yeah.
So earlier as well, you were talking to me about a little side business thing you're thinking of doing.
Oh yeah,
tell us about it, man.
Me and a friend, one of the guests who had on, me and Robbo, are thinking of buying like a vending machine, seeing places that need a vending machine and like that, doing certain drinks. I'm gonna try and do like drinks that like most shops around here don't have.
Yeah.
So that'll be my pitch as to where like I'll get drinks you don't have.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can charge more. Then.
And I'll have good prices. Yeah.
That's cool, man.
And we just actually want to start with one, work our way up. Every time we get the profit, we'll keep the profit into a jar, and then like build that up, buy another vending machine, and just keep doing that, and
it's
eventually
really cool.
have like loads.
Because it is like it's one of these.
And
like,
then I'll have it as my full-time job. Eventually, just going around collecting all the money off of them.
It's one of these like slow, like steady but surely things, isn't it? Because like
it's something that's going to take ages, but I should eventually, if I keep it on track, it's going to pay off.
After you told me about it a couple of weeks back, I watched a couple of videos on like people who've done a similar thing, and it's good, man. Yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah.
Like they're collecting. They were showing that after 4 days or something, they'd made their money back that they'd spent on stock, plus like an extra 50% or something. Yeah. Which isn't that much, but like when you keep doing it, and you have multiple ones. Yeah, you are making money.
Yeah.
And then it obviously goes up, when more people use it and that.
Because that's what I mean. It's like it's all about like location.
I think I was talking to Robbo about it, and he was talking about like a really fancy one, like a touch.
I said contactless one. Yeah. I think that would be a lot more appealing to people because a lot of people don't carry cash these days.
What about one of those ones you see like at some like gyms or like spas and things where it's like the big Lucozade one with a big robot arm that comes down or something?
Oh yeah, but the thing that like slides across and then it goes onto it and it goes like boom.
Yeah.
I mean that's like $2,500. That's like expensive.
What's the price range then?
Well, the one we're looking at is about like $11.50.
Okay. I mean, I say that I have no clue how much they're worth or what they cost or whatever.
Originally, it was like I think $8.50, but if you want to add a contactless unit to it,
okay, right,
it's an extra like $3.50.
I guess that makes sense.
So it's like $1,200, $1,100.
And I reckon having contactless would probably boost your sales by a mad percentage because I never carry cash.
Yeah, like I said, most people don't carry cash these days.
But if I'm walking past a vending machine and I'm thirsty or something, and I see it on the screen, touch it, quid, whatever, beat man, I'm doing that. I'm not going to fish around for,
change,
120
or go to the shop, break a note out or something.
Why would you go to the shop, break a note out, and then go back to the vending machine? No, but it all depends on if
the shop has what you want from
the
vending machine.
It would be good if you could have it in like quite a obviously like populated area, but like a busy place would be really good.
Busy but secure.
Yeah, man.
So that no one like tries to rob it or some shit.
Definitely. Well, mate, like that's a really cool idea. I think that's cool.
So I really hope it takes off eventually.
I think you should keep us updated. Like when that actually does happen, you should be like bring it to the podcast and be like, the vending machine business with Tomo.
Yeah. And I could even, if it comes to it, I could do my own YouTube channel and fucking go around with vending machines and stuff.
Well, speaking of your own segments, you got something today, man.
Oh, yeah. I got some Tomo's Impossible Questions.
Tomo's Impossible Questions. This is something that Tomo brought to me the other day. And he was just like, man, you've got the mystery beer. You've got the what are we drinking? I want something, man.
Yeah.
So, I basically said, like, yeah, man, like, that's fine. Find something. And he's come back to us with the impossible question idea. Which I think is something, I mean, we're going to... I guess this is like the pilot, the trial for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So how's it work? What are you going to do?
Each week I'm going to ask a question.
Yeah.
On each segment, on different, on each episode, I'm going to have my own segment, which is going to be, just me asking impossible questions or questions that
cool.
People find hard to answer.
All right, yeah, I'm down for that.
I'm hoping that people enjoy this.
Yeah, so I guess this is obviously to encourage people to
interact.
And get in touch with us as well. Like if you've got like a cool thought on any of this stuff, drop us an email, put it in the comments, Instagram, any of that stuff.
Yeah.
So hit me, man. Let's do it.
If anything is possible, is it possible for anything to be impossible?
If anything is possible.
Yeah. Is it possible for anything to be impossible? If they say everything is possible, is it impossible?
Yeah.
Is it possible for anything to be impossible?
Yeah, that's one of those like round and round it goes type questions, isn't it? Yeah, like I think so. No, it's not possible, because if anything is possible,
then there can't be anything that's impossible.
Yeah. So the answer is no.
Oh, okay.
I think that's it. I think that's what I'm saying. What are you saying? Hit us up. dudewhatpodcast@gmail.com.
Yep.
You got another one for us?
I was going to say, should we try another one?
Yeah, do it.
If you try to fail and succeed, then which have you done?
If you try to fail and succeed, then which have you done?
Yeah.
If you're
intentionally trying to fail, but then you succeed. I'm guessing that's... I don't know.
If you try to fail... So if you like, think of it as like a test. If you go in and you want to fail your test...
But then you end up passing
No. You want to fail your test, and you do fail your test, so you succeed.
Oh yeah, you've succeeded.
Then which have you done? So you've succeeded.
You've succeeded.
Yeah.
It's got to be like the one, yeah.
I would say that's succeed.
Okay.
Go on then. Have you got one more you want to hit us with?
Yeah. Why is it that when you're driving and looking for an address that you turn down the volume on your radio?
Yeah.
Because I don't drive, but I've been in cars when a lot of people have done that.
Yeah.
When they're like, I need to turn this down, I can't see. It's like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely experienced that as well.
I think it's something to do with just the fact that your brain's trying to focus.
I think you're trying to think, and for some reason
the radio's going on. Your brain's like clicked into the radio.
Yeah, you're like allowing that to interrupt your thoughts. Yeah. That's weird though. Isn't it?
That is.
Shh, I'm trying to see.
Yeah,
it's like that same thing.
Like,
yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Mate, I liked that.
Yeah, it's nice because
it's cool.
it's just different. It also gives other people a chance to put their input into it as well.
I think I liked it. I think you guys should let us know if you liked Tomo's. What was it? Tomo's Impossible Questions. We need to come up with a little jingle for that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should let us know if you liked it, if you thought there was anything we should do differently or whatnot, or if you think we should just fucking stop.
Yeah.
Let us know now before we make further fools of ourselves. So.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into what we actually did. What we actually watched this week, mate. So the film we watched this week is actually a film that I've seen before. I've seen it once before, a fair few years ago. It came out in 2008. It's called Repo, the Genetic Opera.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
I went through a phase, a while back, of really getting into musicals, like going to see musicals live and watching musicals. And I still love musicals, but then I got into a phase of watching like deliberately seeking out the shit ones, because I really like them. You find some absolute hidden gems, for me anyway, in the absolute dog shit musicals. And hopefully we'll feature more on this show. But this is one I featured on here, and just for the record, I don't think this is dog shit. So it's got a 6.6 on IMDb. Came out in 2008, like I say. Directed by Darren Lynn Boozman.
Yeah, Bousman or Boozman, yeah.
And it's basically the story of a young girl with a blood condition who is let out into the world, and the world is like it's like a post-apocalyptic. Yeah, I probably should have started with that. It's set in a post-apocalyptic world where everyone's organs are like failing. So this one company comes up with like manufactured organs and things that it sells to people. That it rents to people for like
there's like a contract, so like people have to pay the fee, and then if they don't pay the fee,
well, that's what I was saying. So like a law gets passed that makes repossessions of organs legal.
Yeah, so if someone doesn't pay,
then like
the repo man can just come after them.
Yeah, the repo man will get sent after them, and as we'll get to, like the repo man is basically he's not quite the central figure. Well, he is a central figure because the whole thing's based around him.
Yeah, trying to trap him and stuff like that.
He is this the guy that gets sent out to literally cut open and retrieve the organs from the people who can't pay their debts. Yeah, and she goes on this sort of big sort of adventure. A lot of truths get
Shiloh,
yeah. A lot of truths get revealed to her, and it's a musical.
Yeah, it's quite interesting though, because with like say Cats, for example.
Yeah.
When we watched Cats, it was like a constant musical, pretty much.
Yeah.
There was barely any like normal.
Yeah. Talking
with no music over it. But with this, it was like a bit both.
Well, to be fair,
it was more musical, but it was like a lot of talking as well, which I enjoyed.
Well, I think.
To me, it makes it more of a better film.
I would agree with you, but I would also say that this musical is what they call like sung through or sang through musical, meaning that like it is every line is sung, but the thing is they do it really well. So sometimes in the song they'll say the line like it's just a line,
Yeah.
But that's going with the song, and like when I say really well, this film is obviously, it's got a bit of a cult following. It's not got great reviews and things. It obviously is like low budget. Didn't probably, to be fair, I should have looked it up. Probably did well-ish. I don't know, but so like it did that well. The film basically opens with like a really cool comic book style like intro where it basically tells you the whole backstory, but it does it in a way that we both said that was like quite cool. It kept you engaged while it was like dumping all this information on you. It wasn't like some of the other things we watched where it's just blank screen, text after text after text.
I got one interesting fact.
Yeah.
It's weird. Its budget was $8.5 million.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But according to this, it says its box office only did $188,000.
Yeah, so it's a bomb.
Like, but it's good. It's weird because it's had a pretty like good rating. Not gonna lie.
Well, that's what happens when these films become like cult classics. So it's like the same with probably the ultimate cult classic musical, The Rocky Horror Picture Show, which is a film and musical that I love. Bombed, but now is huge. It's mega. People go to that thing dressed up. I went in a t-shirt, mate. There was huge blokes, fishnets, heels, into it, dressing up. It's mega,
Yeah.
So that's how these things happen, and I think this film does have a bit of a following because it's got some.
You can sort of see why. It's not that bad.
Yeah, well, let's get into it, man.
Yeah.
So I was saying it's got this like comic book style intro, which it then uses throughout the film to explain like everyone's backstory.
Yeah.
And I thought that I really liked that. It's been used like in a lot of things. I remember as a kid playing the Max Payne games, and it was used in them because obviously it was like a PS1 game or something.
Yeah.
And like they couldn't do the cutscenes, but I remember hating that. But now I liked that. What do you think?
I thought it was quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually enjoyed it. It was like the old school like comic. Like Marvel, really.
Well, it like did it well, didn't it?
Yeah.
There were a lot of creepy characters. Are saying like Paris Hilton was in it, and she starred as the daughter of like a big mega family that like run this Gene Co, this company that like rent people there.
I can't remember. She wasn't that Alice.
No,
that was
she was
Sarah Blake. Sarah.
Brightman.
Brightman. That's it.
Mag.
Yeah.
She was Mag.
Mag.
No, she was Amber. Amber Sweet.
Oh, that's it. Amber. Yeah.
So there's this main guy who started this organization, and he's like the savior of everyone. He's got 2 sons. One of them is like a normal guy, but he's like incredibly angry and aggressive. But he's like a skinny little guy.
Yeah.
Keeps ripping his shirt open like every conversation.
For no reason.
He's got another son who is this creepy dude.
Like Leatherface.
Yeah, he's got like a face that he wears on top of his face.
It has like hooks on it to like hook to his skin.
Yeah, it's like interchangeable. He changes it through a few times throughout the movie. And, like, yeah, it's just really creepy.
It's so creepy to look at.
Because the face is pulling one expression the whole time while he's, like, talking underneath it.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, man, that, I don't know if you're big... Are you big into your comic books?
I'm not a comic book person now. I used to enjoy a lot in comics, but I don't tend to read any anymore.
I used to read comics when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And now it's like I enjoy comics without actually, like, reading them, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, I love looking into, like... what this character is and looking into all that stuff without actually reading the comics.
I always find with comics, it's like you have to have like a good imagination at the time as well when you're reading comics to me, just because then you can sort of like act it out in your head, think about it in your head, sort of thing while you're reading it. You know what I mean? But for me, I just find it hard these days to do that. So that's sort of why I don't tend to like read comics, because it's like you need to be like into it.
Yeah.
To like enjoy it.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I just feel like I might be wasting my time.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I avoid it.
So there's a Batman comic where there's a Joker who like cuts his face off, and then he like basically like I don't know, like he like reattaches it. He puts like a strap on it, and then he wears his face again.
So it's exactly like that.
But the face gets older throughout the comic run. The face gets older and like disintegrates, and
because it's
like stretched,
dead skin cells.
It's like stretched over his face, and it looks just like that. And I don't know when that comic came out, but maybe that's inspiration from it.
Yeah,
I wish I could show you. I wish I could show you a picture of it now, because you'd be like, yeah. It's like the same. It's like hooked on, like stapled back kind of look. But yeah, then he has the daughter, who we said is Paris Hilton's character, who like gets a lot of bad stick. I mean, she is bad as an actress, like but like this is a film that sort of embraces the badness of it. And she sort of works with that. And I thought her scenes were good. I thought she was alright.
Yeah, that's why usually in a lot of films she's usually just there like as eye candy.
Well, she's been in and then and she dies or something.
Yeah.
She's like a name to draw people in.
Yeah.
But I think she's changed up her. Wasn't there a documentary about her recently?
I sort of feel like she'll be like, yeah, I'll take that role. Yeah, I'll take that role.
I don't know, man. I didn't see her in that much.
What was it, that documentary about where she was actually apparently she's not actually stupid?
Yeah,
she's actually really smart.
Yeah.
She's just playing the whole character the entire time.
Yeah.
If she has, that's impressive.
Yeah, I think she was
full in the world.
She was like a result of her, surroundings at that time, like LA, Cali, like,
Yeah.
She became what people thought she was, kind
stereotypical.
of. Yeah. But so in this musical, one of the reasons why I enjoyed it so much is that all the music in it is like this banging like rock / metal / like techno metal soundtrack.
Yeah.
And it slaps, man.
Yeah, I actually like it.
It really
does. Good, yeah.
And like all of the singers, this is a point I wrote down, like that a lot of the singers sing not great, like they don't sing great.
Some of them hit them notes.
But some of them do, but then I was saying, like, as I said to you, like that's almost part of it. That's part of this sort of musical.
Yeah.
They don't want them to sing perfectly. I think I read something like they want them to sing slightly off so that you relate to them more, you know what I mean? So it's almost like so you could see yourself as that character because they aren't perfect singing kind of thing. I think I read that somewhere, but it's like this really cool like metal thing. Because
there's about like and as well when you mentioned about the the dad and the two brothers, was two sons.
Yeah.
The bit when the doctor came in telling him he had like a terminal illness.
Oh, the father, yeah.
There was the telling the father. Yeah, the doctor came in telling the father he had a terminal illness, and then he handed him a clipboard, and it was completely clear. And then you saw him flip it over because the pages are clear as well.
Yeah.
And he flips it over, and you're like, how the hell can you even read that?
Yeah, because you'd be seeing all of the letters for all the pages beneath.
Yeah,
it'd be an absolute jumble.
Like, how did they think that was a great idea?
Yeah.
Like, let's have clear clipboards. Like,
Yeah,
what the hell?
just a bit of a stupid.
And then they kill him just because they get like bad news. It's like,
no, they kill him because he's the head of this massive empire, and now this guy knows that he's got a terminal illness. You can't let him know.
Yeah, he can't let everyone else know.
Yeah, that's the thing. So he kills the doctor. But there are a couple of people in this who have been in a couple other things, isn't there? Like there was one guy you noticed straight away, man.
Yeah.
The guy who plays the Repo Man.
Yeah, the guy who plays Repo Man. What was his name? Nathan.
So the character's Nathan.
And his actual name is Anthony Head.
Yeah.
And he plays Giles in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The only reason I know that is because my sister used to watch it all the time, and I actually didn't mind it. It was actually not that bad.
Yeah.
Like,
I think there's a story actually.
I watched a lot. She had like box sets and everything of it.
There's a story that you said on an earlier podcast where you're saying that she used to leave the music playing.
Yeah, she used to go downstairs with the music blasting in her room, and I'd be like, "What the hell?"
But so I mean, Buffy was obviously on when we were younger. But I don't know if it was deliberately aimed towards a more like female audience, or it was just like everyone's sister that watched it. I mean, I don't think my sister watched it, but I didn't.
No.
But it seemed that like it was, everyone's older sister watched Buffy, or Angel or whatever came out after that,
Yeah, Angel. Yeah, fucking hell, she used to watch that a lot.
But yeah, this guy is so good in this film. I'll say, his singing voice is good.
He's a good actor,
and he has the best like songs. Although the whole thing is a song, he has the best songs throughout this film.
Yeah,
he's belting out these songs. Like you were singing along with some of them, man.
Yeah, pretty good.
And I remember a few weeks back you saying like, "Oh God, no more musicals."
Yeah, not gonna lie, I like this because it was more of a rock style musical. It wasn't the typical like generic jumping around like singing and dancing.
Yeah. I think the problem is you got burned by Cats, man.
Yeah,
Cats was such a bad experience for you.
Ruined my thoughts of a musical because I remember anytime I remember musicals, I just remember like years ago watching like Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Like at like a theatre hall. My sister used to be in like plays and stuff.
Yeah.
Like what was it? I've met. I can't remember what it was called. It was like Mice and Men or whatever it was.
That's not a musical, bro.
No, she played like it was a play and stuff.
It was
like
a
play reenactment.
Yeah.
And she used to do that, and that's the only time I'd remember anything that was close to a musical.
I just try to imagine that. Do you know that story of Mice and Men? I'm trying to imagine that as a musical. He's shooting Lenny in the back of the head or whatever he's called. Like,
I shot him in
the head. He shot him in the head. Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, that would.
No, so like, yeah, his songs are great. This film's graphic, dude, and on a low budget means less computer effects, more practical effects, which I'm all for. Mate, they're tearing people open. They're pulling out spines at one point. It was good. It was gory.
Yeah.
And our main character, well, not main character is Shiloh, the girl who's trying to figure out who, what happened to her mother who died, supposedly during childbirth. And, but the Repo Man character, he kicks ass, dude.
Yeah, he's like a badass.
He wears like this leather, suit that's like easily washable because he's constantly getting sprayed in blood.
Yeah.
And we were saying he's sort of like a Batman meets Jack the Ripper.
Yeah. He's just like, he seems like, at first you think not at first. He seems like he should be a good guy.
Yeah.
And then you go see him like ripping people's hearts out and like other organs, and you're just like, yeah.
Singing at the same time as like a banging heavy metal soundtrack is playing in the background.
Yeah,
it's cool. And a couple of times they used that comic book effect to like, obviously because they couldn't
for transitions and stuff
to make it easy to film. Like they drew some really cool drawings of him like tearing people apart and stuff. But yeah, that was really cool. Like I was saying, some of the music, obviously it's got opera in the title. one of the points of the films is that they end up at this genetic opera, which is like this big show. Opera metal, man, I love it. I used to love it when I was a kid. Love like bands like Nightwish.
I never heard like metal opera in the past.
Oh, mate. Like early Nightwish, Tarja Turunen, probably pronouncing that bad, first vocalist from Nightwish, got her own stuff. It's so good. Opera metal works so well.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you have to like metal to start with, though, and it's an acquired taste.
Yeah, it is. And then there's bits. What was it? The bit when it was showing like the flashbacks. They were saying how like the wife ran away from, the main bad guy.
Yeah.
In charge of
the Gene Corps.
Gene Corps. Yeah. And she ran away from him to go get with Nathan.
Oh yeah.
And then what was it? It was showing the slides of like cartoonized pictures.
Yeah.
Animation of them like getting married in his office, like with the main bad guy stood behind them, like shaking his head like in anger.
I fully remember that. Yeah.
Right next to them, like what the hell?
Like I mean, obviously it's probably because they cheaper to do on the same set, but it was weird. It was like they got married in the guy's office with like 3 people there, and one of the guys was rolling his eyes because he was just with her.
Yeah, he's the main bad guy.
Yeah, she broke up with him to like but our female character has like a big moral dilemma like halfway through the film because along with the help of like this grave robber character who's pretty cool, man. He's got this one song that's
he's weird as fuck.
He's like singing about how he like he has to like siphon this juice from dead people.
Yeah.
That's like a street drug that people are addicted to.
Yeah.
And he gets it for them. So everyone's like, grave robber.
Yeah.
And it's all like...
And the one thing that sticks to you is surgery.
Yeah. Getting them ready for surgery. Yeah, man. It's cool. We were singing along to that.
Yeah, but it was like sort of like catchy but annoying.
Yeah. But so with the help of this character, she basically learns that... Well, I mean, let's spoil it. She learns that it's actually her dad is the Repo Man, which we knew all along. Her dad is the Repo Man. She learns that her mom had a best friend. She has a godmom, basically, who she didn't know about. There's a whole subplot involving a woman who has eyes, like robot eyes, basically.
And they're owned by Genocorp.
Yeah, mate, that company changes every time you say it.
I don't know.
GeneCo.
GeneCo. Yeah, you said Corp last time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's why I say we said it.
Okay.
GeneCorp.
GeneCorp. Sounds better.
But yeah, so she learns that her dad is the Repo Man. She learns that she had a godmom. She also learns that the main big bad guy is like wants to leave his company to her. Because he feels like all of his kids, the weird face guys and the angry men and whatnot, are just not suitable to run the company.
Yeah. To be in charge of the genetics.
Yeah. The big company. So he wants her. So there's this whole big like
he sets up that whole plan to like get her, lure her into the opera.
Yeah. And the whole thing basically like culminates with this big. Well, like I said, the genetic opera, like this big event where our main bad guy character, a guy called Rotty something, who was played actually by someone...
I feel like Rotty Lucas or something.
Yeah, like he was actually played by an actual singer who, like I was saying, there's a couple other people. You said Sarah Brightman's in this. She is, she's a singer. She sung with one of my favourite singers, Andrea Bocelli. She sung with him on some things that I like, which I know of,
Yeah.
But yes, there are singers in this. They end up at this ball, and the subplot involving blind Mag, who's the woman who had the fake eyes. They were like hunting her to take her eyes out. She ends up tearing her eyes out on stage and like falls on a beam. And
it's because she like takes her eyes out. She's like wanting the Repo Man to come get her eyes, and she's like, I'll do it myself, basically, and like takes them out herself. And then as she does that, what's his name again? The main bad guy.
Oh, Rotty.
Rotty is like stood on the sidelines watching from on the side. He chops that like her line, and she lands and gets impaled on a fence.
Yeah, yeah. And the whole audience, they're sort of like, oh,
Yeah.
but then, like...
Nothing happens.
Yeah, nobody runs.
Everyone's just quiet.
And Rotty's like, oh, no need to worry, it's just part of the act.
Yeah, because I was going to say was, before that, one thing that sticks out the most was that fucking 17 song.
Oh, God.
When it was so weird.
Yeah, that was bad. Like, I mean, we're talking about this film like we really enjoyed it. Like, there was bits in this film that were really shit, you know?
Yeah.
There was this song you say in, like, 17 where our main female character, Shiloh, just realises that she's not going to be pushed around anymore by her dad, who by the way, like, makes her stay in, so, like, she can't even go outside. She has to wear a mask, like, because she's got this blood illness. And yeah, so she sings this song, doesn't she?
And as she's like singing it, she's like, I really can't remember the lyrics of it.
But she like morphs into this like Avril Lavigne punk
yeah,
punk badass. Rock. It's very like Joan Jett, like, you know, put another dime in the, you know, it's very much like that sort of thing, like weird.
Yeah, and then it's just like, as she's like, I just love the ending to that bit when she's just like, and I won't like listen to you anymore, and she like gives him the bird.
Oh yeah, flips him the bird, right, 2 fingers to the face. Fuck you, Dad.
Yeah, and then as she does that, he just like fucking slaps her
in
the face.
Yeah, he does. He like slaps her.
And she like hits the floor.
Out cold.
Like knocks her out.
Out cold.
Because then you see the camera start fading.
Yeah. Which led into the scene, bro.
Yeah, this one's funny.
So we were cracking up at this scene.
Because basically when like the next scene after the camera starts fading away is like he's like sat on the edge of the bed, she's like laying in the bed asleep or whatever, and then as soon as like he turns, here's the TV, and then it's saying like, come to the opera, like, so was it what was the name again? Fuck's sake, Shiloh, come to the opera. Yeah.
Oh, the message that Ross is sending.
Yeah, on the TV, and then as soon as like he hears that, he's just like, you're not taking my Shiloh.
Yeah, because he's got like almost a Smeagol Gollum sort of
he's
thing.
Like, you're not taking my Shiloh.
Yeah, really creepy.
Yeah, and then she's just like, Dad? And he's just like, yes, honey?
Yeah.
Yes, sweetie?
What, sweetie?
What, sweetie? You're not taking my Shiloh.
Dad?
Yes, sweetie?
Yeah, that we properly were cracking up at that. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were a lot of shit things about this film. There was obviously, when there was any visual effects, they were jank. Yeah. I mean, this film has a high budget, but like it was still jank. But I think fair play for trying, because it did, you know, CG shots of a whole cityscape on a lowish budget. You know.
Yeah. I must say, well, it wasn't really that low, really, for what, 8.5 mil.
Yeah, I mean, compare it to like big
Hollywood
movies,
films.
Though. Yeah. I mean, it sounds like it's a lot of money, but in terms of the film...
Yeah. And in fact, it was 2008.
And well, no, because
that's quite good.
Got just inflation. Well,
yeah,
you know, for what it is.
Yeah.
But sorry, we're not like you know, going through the whole story, the whole thing, because
like
it's
jumping.
Yeah,
because
it's like one. It's just one big song. It's a sung through musical. It's like an hour and probably like 10-20 minutes.
Yeah.
Song. It's all one song, you know. So there's just like chapters, like phases of this
so
song.
Remembering everything is like,
yeah.
It's not going to be an easy task.
Yeah. As always, we make notes. But
there's only so much.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
But,
so much you can cover.
Yeah,
until you run out of stuff.
Well, I mean, T-Lad, I think we should give our ratings on it.
Yeah.
I mean, so Reaper the Genetic Opera, 2008. I've seen it before. Do
you want to give your rating first, considering you've seen it before?
Okay, yeah. So, I've seen this before, and I consider this film to be bad, which is why I brought it, but I love it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I really like the soundtrack. I really like the...
So it's like you said, a cult classic.
I like the cheese of it.
Yeah.
I like how, you know, everyone's makeup looks shit. Everyone's singing really shit.
Yeah.
Like, I just like that sort of thing, man. There's obviously, like I said, there's bad bits about it. There's certain like songs and things. Like, you know, you remember the hologram bit when she shows her the hologram
hologram out of her eyes,
and it's just like her mom going like "Chase the morning." Or something.
And you literally the way she's singing it is that you literally just picture her mom in the hologram like break dancing, like head spinning.
But it wasn't interesting, and I thought it was somewhat like weird and creepy, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, it was really weird.
But there were other things that were, you know, that were really good about it, and things really bad about it. I'm probably going to have to give this film, I don't know, man, I'm thinking like 7 or 8. I'm going to say 8.
Yeah.
I like this film, man. I think it's good.
Yeah.
What about you, bro?
Well. Yeah. I'm going to say.
Tell us why, man. Tell us why. Give us some.
I'll say I'll give it. I'll probably give it the same. Not gonna lie, an 8.
Yeah.
I'd say I enjoyed its style. It was different because, like I said from the other musical, wasn't as like dancing, jumping around, and like mostly dancing and stuff. But with this, it was like more straightforward. Them just singing, but also doing normal things.
Yeah. I just remembered. Do you remember that scene where he's explaining that thing to her in the car, and he's like singing Rotti the main.
Oh my god!
Rotti the main bad guy is like an opera singer, you can tell.
Yeah.
So he's like belting out this song, blasting this girl in the face with
this song, and then the next scene, the next camera cuts to outside the car as it's driving. All you hear is
it's like muffled, so it's like giving the impression that
he's in
that's
the vehicle,
how loud you can
hear it from outside, and it's like, my god, everyone's probably like, oh fucking hell, he's driving past again.
People's ears are bleeding in there. You know?
Yeah, literally.
But, no, sorry to interrupt, man. What were you saying? You'd give it an 8.
I'd give it an 8 as well, because it's not the typical sing and dance. It's got a lot of cool music in it.
Yeah.
It's got an actor I know, and he's played really well in it.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Mate, like, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. So, do you think that in future you might be open to more bad musicals?
Yeah, definitely.
Because I know a lot, man. Like, I've told you about that one before that's called Cannibal the Musical by Trey Parker and Matt Stone, the guys that did South Park.
Yeah.
And it's South Park humour.
Okay.
It's like the first movie they made, and it's filmed on a potato.
Okay.
But it's great, and there's good songs in it, and it's funny, man.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll bring that one, at some point.
Yeah.
I think you'll like it. So, mate, like, that was Repo, the Genetic Opera. Darren Lynn Boozman. Sorry for butchering your name, dude. Darren Lynn Boozman, 2008. Boozman. 2008. Good film.
Yeah.
We really hope that you've enjoyed this episode.
Yeah.
I know that there was a lot. Basically, we were looking at the audio as it was recording, and I realised there is a lot of talking for the first 20 minutes of this one before we actually jump into the film. So hopefully you enjoy that.
Yeah. Hopefully you enjoy the chit chat.
Yeah. Chit chat with us. Send us an email to dudewhatpodcast. That's dudewhatpodcast@gmail.com. Drop us comments on our YouTube channel. That's probably YouTube/ a load of letters.
Yeah, so you just search Dude What Podcast.
Just search Dude What Podcast. You'll find us. We're like the top result that comes up.
Yeah.
Because there's like nothing. Well, there's a couple other things called Dude What, but like.
Yeah.
DUP, baby.
Yeah.
So.
And our Instagram as well.
Our Instagram @DudeWhatPodcast. That's probably where we're most active.
Yeah.
I do a lot of things on there. I'm really trying to learn how you actually use it, and I think I'm getting better at it.
Yeah. Also, if you want to send us a message, you can that we will feature in the video. You can messages on SpeakPipe.
Yeah, SpeakPipe / Dude What Podcast.
Yep. So we can if you send us a voice message, we'll feature it in an episode. We may not, but most of the time we will do.
Yeah,
because it's nice to have like fan interaction.
To be fair, even if it's like a 15-second voice clip of someone just going "Dickhead," I would still play that.
It's still funny.
You'd get featured, so you know.
Yeah. So anything's fine.
Yeah, send us a voicemail. It's like calling us, but you don't have to actually call us. You
don't have to speak to us.
Hook your mic up and click on the box, and you'll send us a voice message.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool. We'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
Mate, like I I think we've literally covered everything.
Yeah,
it's
I
been
think we have
really
as well.
cool hanging out again, man.
Yeah, man, that's definitely.
I'm looking forward to next week, the next episode. Doing, we've had some cool ideas about, possibly
future episodes.
Yeah,
future
like
things.
you know that we're doing the YouTube series, possibly doing a series on something else. We don't know. We're working on something.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. I shouldn't have said that. No, that makes it sound like we are. We're not, but we're thinking about it.
Yeah, it's in the.
No, like,
I was about to say it's in the works, but it's not. It's like it's a 50-50.
There is literally nothing in the works right now.
No, it's a 50-50.
We're just thinking about stuff. Thanks to everyone listening. We really appreciate all you guys listening, everyone listening. Even if you listen for we can see that people are listening for 16 seconds, then turning off. We appreciate that 16 seconds.
Yeah, anything is fun. Any interaction with people is always any interaction is good. Is good interaction.
We appreciate all the new listeners. Keep on listening.
Yeah. I've
been Harry Dowling.
And I've been Tomo.
And that's been an episode of Dude What? Dude
What?
We hope you enjoyed this episode. You can visit our Instagram account at Dude What Podcast. That's DUDEWUT Podcast. And you can also email us at dudewhatpodcast@gmail.com. That's DUDEWUT Podcast@gmail.com. See you next time. Dude, what?